where you need to be yet. I think that's the problem. I keep seeing the hunger to keep getting better. I feel like kids last year build off of that, but I mean, we're 5-7. We want to build off of that. So I want to see that constant drive to get better and better and better, improving the little things. It always comes down to those protection or a protection issue here or something. The running back pick up the protection, the receiver adjust the route, all the little things. We just keep emphasizing, get better at those things consistently. They're doing good, but just consistently keep doing those over and over and over.
Have you ever been at a place or had a team where you've got 4 guys at tight end that you could?
Not 4. I was trying to think last year. You got close. Not 4, and they've all shown the ability to play, in different spots, and they all have maybe their little special. I hate to say special, maybe they're a little better at one thing than someone else, but overall it's a really deep group that you just kind of roll them in. Or some guys obviously play more, but it's been a really fun group to have. Competition there has helped that play the position a lot.
All right, so as a guy who's trying to game plan and get an idea all summer, how do you go into this game thinking what Fresno State might do defensively?
You look at the D coordinator, obviously. Northern Illinois did a great job at Northern Illinois. Heck, they beat Notre Dame. He did a great job in Northern Illinois. Kids, that are always tough kids. He did a great job there. Fresno State, same type of kids. Back in the day when we played in the bowl game years ago when I was at Northern. I think Pat Hill was there. And Fresno State, even before that, was always that play anytime, anywhere type program. So the kids are gonna be tough. And like I said, the D coordinator's done a great job at Northern. He's going to do a great job there. He's a great schemes. So you kind of look at the Northern Illinois stuff. Daryl knows him. His coach with him, like Paul said. At least got an idea. He's seen some of that stuff, so at least got an idea. But you can see, but obviously with the head coach, you see last year, the linebacker coach could be a little wrinkle there, but you can't prepare for everything. He's got to say, okay, here's what I think they did. Here's what they did at Northern Illinois, and kind of based a lot off of those looks. But he's done, like I say, he's a really good coach. He's done a really good job.
Luke turned into such a safety net for JD for so many years. Yeah. Is that a role you envision Cam going into? Or
no, you hope someone kind of, but at the time with this group, it's kind of interesting because they've all kind of, I don't know if there's going to be one safety net per se. I think it's going to be kind of a collaborative group effort of that. So I don't know if we're going to, and plus we're going to put guys all different spots anyways. So I think it's going to be kind of an overall group. Maybe that thing will grow throughout sometimes as the season grows, it's kind of like, hey, this becomes, the ball ends up with this guy a little bit more. Sometimes it kind of naturally happens. So see how that goes.
And in general, the chemistry with JD and those new receivers?
Good. I think it was really good because I was really impressed with how it just keeps improving. Because obviously spring helped. And that most of the guys in there, most of the spring and summer, I think he's done a great job. I think those guys did a great job in the summer to keep building that. And staying healthy for the most part has helped those guys too, so keep getting reps, not losing days, not losing reps.
Hey, whether you're talking about Dirk or Kenny Logan or Rich Miller.
You're with the other group now. How
about that? Yeah. There's two of me. Guys like that were such a big part of this thing and the transition, and now you got JD having his last opener. What's that mean to you personally to go out there with him one more time for an opening game?
It hasn't really sunk in.
Right.
But I think about going, geez Louise, that's true, man. He's been there the whole time.
Right.
I'm like, gosh darn. It means a lot. I'm really proud of him staying, especially in this day and age. Could have went to a different school, could have went to the Brad, could have tried a lot of different things. Staying here, I think, was the most pleasing part of the whole process. Going, hey, the kid, he enjoys it. He enjoys it, and he also wants to prove some things to himself and to everybody as well. So I think it means a lot to me personally that we must be doing something. The culture's great, and he enjoys being here, and he wants to come back.
What about Bryce makes him a good fit as a captain this year?
How you say this? Knows. I'm trying to say the right way to say this. He really does a great job of leading the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Just taking charge of those guys. So I think that's what the kids, the guys see. You love that as a center, obviously, but there's so many good things. That kid has done such a good job, and he's so smart, and he understands protection. So I think guys see how hard he works, and then you got a multi-sport athlete kid, young man who's done a great job at track. Is so impressive. I think guys see the work ethic, how hard he works, and how well he studies the game and works really hard behind the scenes. That's why I'm really, really pleased with how much he works when you guys, no one else is seeing it.
You talked about being up in the booth the other day, last week, but have you sat up there now and gone through your trial run? And what's your seat feel like? How's the view? All that?
View's nice. It's a pretty good spot there. Nice view. But no, it's where when I've called games, most places I've been, when I've called them, I've usually been in the box.
Right.
like I said, it's good to see. You can just see the back end. And
Right,
the
sure.
quarterback coaches, guys like us and pass game guys like me, I always kind of see the back end part. You can't see that in the field. It's just that frustrating part.
Sure.
It's good. He was good, nice, comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time, right? Like, I'm not going to try to make too much of this, but
First
that,
time in regards to
this
being in the
stadium and
yeah,
that view.
No,
and
I think practicing has helped.
Yeah, okay.
I really do think that it's funny to say that because you're like, all different places. They're all different levels.
Right.
They're all different sizes. They're all different dimensions.
Right.
It's all different. So that's what's good to be able to practice in there once in a while and go up in the booth. And luckily, the way we practice, there's a lot of situations we went up there for those exact
Yeah,
purposes,
yeah.
and the communication aspect does. How's it working with me talking to Jalen? Is that working?
Right.
Hey, how's it? Can I see where do I see? Where do I want the guys to be with? What are the other guys going to see? So yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it's been good. Practice has helped a lot.
Good.
How do you approach scripting at the start of a game?
Try to pick plays that work. I'm joking.
It's good
No,
strategy.
I'm different. Every game's different. I mean, I think most guys nowadays have a group of plays they want to start with, and I think it changes. It varies anywhere from guys. I've been different. I've thought about that. I kind of idea where I want to go with it, but a lot of times, like, try to get the plays that you want. What do you want to do? Each game's different. So I mean, you always get that idea. Every coordinator has the idea of those 10, 15, 20 type plays. Like, hey, here's one to kind of jump out early and see what's up, and everything else kind of fits in.
And you set those up knowing that in the long run you have other stuff that you want to get to. Like, I know some people approach it maybe differently.
No, I think a lot of it is what each game, kind of when I see a defense, kind of say, okay, what do we want to kind of show out there early? So a lot of times it depends on who you're playing sometimes. So every time's a little bit different. I think it's always because it's always like, is it personnel groupings, or is it formations, or is it plays, or whatnot. I think it's a combination of all that. Especially early on, you want to make sure guys, you're going with things that guys feel most comfortable with. Kind of get it still game one. Like, it's still the first day in a new stadium and all that good stuff, so you want to kind of get that thing going too.